If you're not a fan of summer, but you still want to look stylish without overheating, then this video is for you. Today, I'm talking about the summer wardrobe staples that have made getting dressed for the heat so much easier. And this is coming from someone who hates summer, but has learned the hard way how to dress for it after living more than 4 years in the south of Spain. So let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. And no, I'm not talking about a white t-shirt. I know this is a staple for many, but personally, I don't consider it a staple in my wardrobe. My version of a classic tee is actually a sleeveless boatneck top. It's simple yet stylish, and a boatneck is probably one of the most flattering necklines out there. Now, I know that not everyone is a fan of sleeveless tops, and in that case, a boatneck top with short sleeves will work just fine. And you can find these types of tops pretty much anywhere. My only recommendation would be to look for ones made from fabrics like cotton or silk because they will be breathable and they won't cling on to odors like synthetic materials do. I would also suggest getting ones in basic colors like black or white so you can easily pair them with the rest of your wardrobe. I will link some of my favorite options down below. Sticking with tops, my second staple is a classic button-up shirt, and I know it's pretty basic, but it's a classic for a reason, okay? You can pair a shirt with pretty much anything. They look great with jeans, you can wear them with tailored trousers, you can wear them open over a tank top as a light layer, or you can even wear them as a swimsuit cover-up to the beach. So honestly, the options are endless. And when it comes to shirts, I always make sure to look for ones with a relaxed fit because I feel that when a shirt is too fitted, it can sometimes read a bit too preppy, like a bit too formal. And personally, that's not the look I'm going for in summer. I want something that feels easygoing and effortless, and I think that a relaxed fit achieves just that. Since we're talking about summer, I would recommend going for a shirt made from a breathable fabric like cotton or a cotton linen blend. I also like 100% linen, but I feel it can be a bit tricky to iron, so I prefer to stick with a lightweight cotton or a cotton linen blend. And instead of going for a plain white shirt, I would actually recommend getting a striped one. I have a couple of striped shirts in my wardrobe and I wear them way more than my classic white shirt. So I would definitely recommend a striped shirt for summer. Moving on to my favorite clothing item, a dress. And when it comes to summer, nothing beats the ease of a dress. You just throw it on and you have a whole outfit. And I cannot resist a white dress. I know it's not the most practical choice, but personally, I just love the look of a white dress for summer. I really love the shift style mini dresses that have gained popularity recently. I think they're perfect for summer, but I definitely think that a midi or a maxi length dress is more versatile because it can work for both more casual and more formal occasions. For example, if you go for a dress in a shirt style like this one, you could easily wear this to the office. When choosing a summer dress, I always recommend looking for a breathable fabric like cotton or linen, but also viscose. I know that a lot of people hate on viscose, but there are different qualities of viscose and some viscose can be really breathable and comfortable to wear. But just make sure that both the outer layer and also the lining of the dress are made from a breathable fabric. In terms of silhouettes, I'm a big fan of an A-line cut. I just find them so flattering, especially if you have a body type like mine that it's a bit more rectangular. One of my favorite dresses, for example, is this one from Mango, which I got this summer. It has two of my favorite things, a boat neck and an A-line cut. So it's super flattering. But I also love this other dress from Abercrombie. I know I'm technically cheating because this is not exactly a white dress because it has a cherry print, but it's still a white dress for me. And I also love this one because it has that really flattering A-line cut. So yeah, if you're looking for a dress this summer, I would definitely recommend a white dress, but if you are not a fan of white because it's not really practical, you can definitely get a dress like this in another neutral color like navy or maybe khaki, or even like a fun print. You could go for a floral print or a striped print. And you can even go for a black dress. I know that a lot of people don't like to wear black during summer because it traps the heat, but personally, I love the look of a black dress, especially paired with tan accessories. Talking about accessories, my next wardrobe staple is a textured bag. And let me explain. Summer isn't really a season where you can make an outfit interesting by layering, so adding texture through your accessories is a great way to make an outfit more interesting. And wearing a bag made from raffia or rattan, like this one, it's a great way to do so. And you can find these types of bags pretty much everywhere. There's lots of them on Etsy, but also on Vinted. I actually got this bag on Vinted like 2 years ago for 10 euros more or less, and I've been wearing it constantly over the past 2 summers and it has held up great. I was honestly surprised by how durable rattan is. But if you're looking for a more versatile option, I would recommend going for a woven leather bag because it will still add texture in the same way as a raffia or rattan bag would, but it doesn't feel overly summery, so you can still wear it year-round. Dragon Diffusion is a popular option for woven leather bags, but I actually love Bembiam because they're a bit more affordable and they have some really cute designs. This bag, for example, is from Bembiam. This is the Marnie bag in the size large and the color copper. And it is just perfect for summer. I love this bag. The color is perfect, it holds a lot, and it feels really well made. And I will be doing a full review on this bag soon, but I want to wear it a bit longer so I can give you a well-rounded opinion. Sticking with accessories, my next wardrobe staple is a pair of tan leather sandals. And I wear a lot of tan accessories, so tan sandals make sense for me. But if you wear more black accessories, definitely go for a pair of black leather sandals. My only recommendation would be to look for ones that have a slim profile, nothing too chunky, and preferably with minimal detailing, so they are more versatile. Personally, I also prefer sandals without an ankle strap because I find them easier to pair with most bottoms, and these sandals from Bovis are a great example. They are simple yet stylish and they go with pretty much everything in my wardrobe. And by the way, if you saw this video, you know I was struggling with these sandals, but I finally managed to break them in after more than 10 wears, I think. I obviously wouldn't walk miles in these, but at least they don't give me blisters now. Moving on to bottoms, for those days when it's just too hot to wear pants, a pair of tailored shorts are my go-to. I love these because they look more polished than denim shorts, but they're also more comfortable. And if you're just getting started with your summer wardrobe, I would recommend getting a pair in a neutral color like black or ecru or camel, so you can pair them with most of your tops. But if you're into statement pieces, I think getting one in a fun pattern, it's also a great option. And if you love bold prints, definitely check out Farm Rio because they have some amazing options available. In terms of fabric composition, I will obviously recommend going for a breathable fabric like linen, like this pair from Cezanne, which are made from 100% linen. However, if you're not a fan of linen because of the creasing, I would recommend going for a cotton or a cotton linen blend. But most importantly, make sure that the fabric is thick, because a thicker fabric will hold its shape very well and will be more resistant to creasing. Take this pair of shorts, for example. These are made from a cotton linen blend and they are also thicker, so they crease way less than this pair. For those times when shorts just aren't an option, like at work, for example, tailored linen trousers are my go-to because they are still breathable, but they offer more coverage than shorts. And one of my favorite pairs are these ones from Cezanne. These are the Martin crop trousers in 100% linen. And I love these trousers because they have a high rise and a straight cut, which I just find so flattering. But again, if you are not a fan of linen because of the creasing, I would recommend to look for a cotton or a cotton linen blend. But most importantly, make sure to look for a thicker fabric because A thinner fabric will always crease more than a thicker one. Take these pants, for example. These are also the Martin crop trousers, but these are made from a cotton linen blend. And as you can see, the fabric is a lot thicker, so they crease way less than my other pair. Finally, I want to give a quick shout out to the silk scarf. I know that this is something that's currently trending, but personally, this has been a staple in my wardrobe for years. I actually got this scarf at the Metropolitan Museum of Art over a decade ago, and I bring it back every summer because I just love how easy to style this is. You can obviously wear this as a scarf, but you can also tie it to your bag or in your hair, or you can even wrap it around your waist like a belt. So honestly, these styling options are endless. So if you like the look of silk scarves, definitely give them a try. So there you have it. Those were my summer wardrobe staples coming from someone that doesn't enjoy summer. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next one.